Hello, girls, and hello, all who have joined. A warm welcome. Please inform your fellow friends to join the session. We are all waiting for your friends to join. If some of your friends are not here, please inform them to join the session. We'll be starting soon. Hello, girls. Hello, teachers. Everybody, please inform your students and friends to join the session. It's getting delayed. It's already 8 minutes late. Can you please inform your friends to join the session soon so that we can get started? Okay, hello all. A warm welcome to all the teachers and students who are present here today. And today's session is all about 3D printing. Before we get started, there are few list of instructions for the participants, right? So we are recording this session for our marketing purposes, right? So here since you're continuing here, we'd be using the testimonials and the recordings for our marketing purpose. And since we are recording, no other recording from your devices is allowed. Please make sure not to record any of the sessions from here. And we recommend you to use laptop or desktop, because since we're going to have hands-on, that would be helpful for you. And if you have any questions, you can use the chat option, or there is a hand raise option under airmate. I'm sure all of you who have joined here is familiar with airmate already, and you can raise your hand for any doubts, and our trainer's decision would be final. So with this note, I welcome you all to the session, and I'd like to welcome Hamsa ma'am, and she'll be taking you through the welcome note for today. Please continue, ma'am. Thank you.
Thanks, Soundarya. Thanks so much. Hello, everyone, and it's wonderful to see so many of you taking time off on Saturday to attend our session. I think many of you would know who I am. I am Hamsa, and I'm the co-founder and COO of WiselyWise in Singapore. And many of you are familiar with me. You have gone through our AI courses, and having seen that all of you are so excited about learning new technologies, I'm sure you want to learn about more of the upcoming technologies. And so we're having more and more such sessions where we will share knowledge with all of you in terms of various technologies. Now, for those of you who don't know, we had a session for AR VR last week, and today we are having the 3D printing session for all of you. And going forward, we'll have many more such sessions. So please keep a lookout for all our announcements. Now, to begin with, before we get into the session, you know that there are a lot of leading technologies coming in, right? So we are talking about artificial intelligence as one of the main future technologies which is going to take over the workplace. Most of you are going to be getting into the workplace soon, if you have not already. And you'll see that there are a lot of new technologies, new job roles that will be coming in during your career span, right? And you must have heard about very interesting technologies like Web3, metaverse. They're talking about campuses online and everybody studying online in an online campus. And there's so much noise around the technologies that are coming in and that are going to be used. And of course, it's quite possible that many of you will be going on to learn more about these technologies and start contributing towards those as well. So having said that, warm welcome to all of you. And I'll just give you a brief introduction about who we are. So, we're from WiselyWise. And for those of you who don't know, basically, we are a global ed tech and we are based out of Singapore. We focus on AI education. Our vision is to build a better digital future for everyone. So, when I talk about everyone, we focus on lifelong learning. So, we start with children who are in school right from grade 3. Can you imagine? They're learning with us right up till college students. A lot of you are college students who are attending today, and of course people who are working and they want to upgrade in terms of their skills. And of course, moving forward in terms of our mission, we want to innovate and invest in our platform. Okay, and just a little glimpse about how long we've been here. So, we've been here for more than 5 years. We've been impacting more than 150 educational institutions. We have more than 50 plus age appropriate courses on our platform, and we are impacting 50,000 plus students globally with a presence in Singapore, India, USA, and Thailand. And just a little bit about the founding team. So, on my left, we have Chandru Kumar, who is the founder and CEO. On the right, it's me. I'm Hamza, and I'm the co founder and CEO of WiselyWise. Both of us have more than 20 plus years of experience in the industry, having worked with different organizations like Dell, IBM, Xerox, so on and so forth. Little glimpse about the kind of partnerships we work with. We work with a lot of well-known brands like Amazon, Zoho, Hatch, Global Indian International Schools, just to give you an idea. Okay, so for many of you who are not aware of how impactful AI is, I'll just share a few impact stories with all of you. So, as I mentioned, we work with very early learners with us from the school segment. And here is an example of an impact of a child called Kaveri. Sorry, this is Kushi. And Kushi started learning with us when she was in school, right in 10th standard. And she was so impacted when she was learning about AI with us that she went on to create an AI chatbot to fight monophobia. And for those of you who don't know what monophobia is, it is an anxiety related phobia. So this child got so inspired that she started creating a chatbot, and she also did internships with us and has been working with a lot of the institutes of mental sciences to see how she can improve on this particular product that she's developed. Another impact story is Kaveri, and she started learning with us when she was in school in 11th grade. And this child, she went on to win the Google She Hacks Hackathon in Singapore, very prestigious event. And she built an app for getting women back into the Air Force. And she did credit her learning with us for AI courses when she was in school. And I'm happy to share that this child has gone on and she's joined a very prestigious university here in Singapore and is following up with her dreams to follow with content computing. And she's also going on to learn AI. All right. So, that being a short introduction about who we are, before we start, we would like all of you to take this particular survey. So, I'd request Saundarya to please share this survey form. It'll take you hardly 5 minutes. I request everybody to fill this form up, and from then on, I will hand over the presentation to Soundarya. Okay, over to you, Soundarya. Thank you.
Thank you, ma'am. Hello, all. I have just shared the link of the Google Forms here in the chat. Can you all of you please click on the link and fill in the form quickly? It's just like a simple form. Girls, all of you, please click on the link, and teachers as well. Please fill in the form so that we can get started. I'm just sharing the link one more time. For any doubts and queries, please put your message in chat, or you can raise your hand. There are more than 54 people inside the session. So, all of you, please fill in the survey form. Okay. Mahima ma'am is done. Thanks for confirming, ma'am. I can see only 32 of you have filled the form. Others, can you please quickly complete filling the form? Participants, please to take some time, girls, teachers, and students, so that we can quickly get started off with the session for the day. 45 of you have filled the form. I think only, yeah, 10 more left, hardly. Okay, so in the meantime, I'll ask a quick question. So today we have started off the session for 3D printing, right? Have you heard of this term before, or any idea? If it is yes, then you can share your thoughts on what you think about 3D printing. Even if you haven't heard, you can say like, no, I haven't heard, and I'm new. You can type your answers in chat. Thanks for confirming, students. You can share your views on what you think about 3D printing. Have you heard of it, or it's new for you? Come on, type it out. You've heard, okay. If so, what is it? All of you can participate, even if it is new, it's okay. You haven't heard? Okay, good. If people have heard of it before, instead of telling yes, you can type a word or a line on what do you think about 3D printing. That would be helpful. Come on. What is it? I can see many yes people telling yes, 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 but nobody says what it is, huh? I heard but don't know exactly. It's okay. Okay, so come on, it's giving practical knowledge. Any quickly, I'm only going to give you 2 minutes. So printing in 3 dimension, very good. Yes, I heard about that, but I have no detailed idea about it. It's okay. You learn about it now. Divya says is right. Printing in 3 dimension, correct. And anybody else? Any idea? 3D printing is useful for rapid prototyping. Wow, you're using terms, Nitya. Correct? Printing in 3 dimensions. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Okay. So now, one quick question. So the term 3D printing might be very new for most of you, right? But we all know about printers, correct? 3D printers. Sorry, normal printers. We would have seen in computer labs, right? We'll insert a paper and something will get printed and it comes out. You all know printers, right? You can interact in chat. Using a material which is granules form. Okay. Recently, we are using in additive manufacturing. Correct, correct. Yes, Kirti is correct. Okay, while filling the form, please do not give any duplicate entries again and again. Please note that if you have done it once, it's okay. You can finish it off. Okay, so now I'm just going to give you a simple idea on what 3D printing is all about. So what do we do? In computer labs, we have normal printers, right? So what happens? We would have typed something, a picture or a text or anything, right? So the moment we insert a white paper, whatever the content or text which is printed will be printed and it comes back. We can print in one side or print in both sides as well, correct? That's the normal printer which are being printed in paper, right? So it is like a thing. It's not like a protruded object or something, correct? But what is 3D printing? 3D is 3 here is number 3 and D stands for dimension. Okay, so 3 dimensional printing. So the third dimension here is the volume, right? So let's say you're printing in a piece of paper. You cannot feel I mean, if you touch the letters, would you be able to feel the letters like as if as an object? No, right? But here, the 3D printing, you can actually feel it. So let's say you're trying to print a teddy bear or a toy or a water bottle. It can be anything. So in the picture, if you see here, right? So there is this printer machine, and you see there is like a tome which is getting printed. Maybe I can share this tab and show to you, right? See, here is an example of a heel, right? Do you see there is a heel which is being printed? So this is a machine, and there is this object which is getting printed, right? So it's like a physical object, like our usual things which we use at homes or like for our purpose. That's how the object is getting printed. It's not a paper, right? And Divya says it's printing purpose, building homes. Yes, correct, Divya. So right, so that's what 3D printing is all about, right? It adds volume and gives a third dimensional, which you can actually, it's more like object. Let's say, I have a clip here next to me, right? So I can basically print this clip, right, using a 3D printer. That's what it is. See, I can touch and feel the object, right? So that's what 3D printing is all about. Now, there are three main domains of 3D printing, okay? So which is 3D modeling, slicing, and 3D printing. Let's say, we use water bottles on a day-to-day basis, right? Somebody use normal bottles. See, I have a bottle which is blue and white on the top. So this looks, I mean, little bit different from the usual bottle, right? Now, let's say I want a still more different looking bottle, which is more stylish, which is looking good, right? For that, first we need the design, right? So I should design how the bottle should look like, whether it should be rectangular or it should be cylindrical, how the cap should look like. So all the designing should take place first, right? So that's what 3D modeling is. So you're basically using a computer software design how the object is going to look like. And then I said we can print using 3D printers, correct? So for printing, there is a process called slicing, right? That's very much important, because in a water bottle I might have a cap, bottle, and at times there will be a detachable bottom part also. So there are three different parts, right? So at that time slicing would be needed, and the final would be I have a model, I have a thing, and using a 3D printer I basically print it. Now everybody might think how it's getting printed and what the material would be, correct? So any ideas on in which material the objects are getting printed? You can put it in chat. Come on, quick. Why everybody is so silent here? Any idea? So I've been telling that you can actually print the object, correct? So how the object will be? So how what material they might use for printing all that stuff? So what do you think about that? No answers? No idea. It's okay. I'll tell you. Now, there are different types of material, which are being used to print the objects, right? So, one such example is everybody might be wondering what is this 3D printing technology and why are we even using it? Yeah, okay. Plastic is a common term, right? We use, different, we either we call it filament, right? So, that's the term we basically use for, saying it. So predominantly in 3D printing industry, they use PLA as a material, which is polylactic acid, right? So maybe I can just show to you here. I hope you all can see my screen. So you see, there are like wires which are bended here. So this will be basically fit into the 3D printer, and that will come up as rolls. And see here in the picture. Yeah, this is how it is kept, and here in this object you can see it's basically getting printed, right? So this is where the filament will be placed, and it basically, okay, this is one of the 3D printer. Here do you see there is a white and blue color thing which is placed on the top? So here is where a filament will be placed, right? It is basically plastic which is hardcore material, right? It's a polymer. Basically what happens is the 3D printer basically melts this in a high degree Celsius, so that it's melted down, and after that it can be since we have already fed in the 3D model, right? Let's say there is a model for our water bottle or something, and then it basically melts down, and depending upon the design we have fed into the 3D printer, it basically layers it, and then it prints. Now in the first picture, if you see, right, here it is actually printing the material layer by layer, right? So that's called as additive manufacturing, right? You basically do the first layer, second second layer, third layer, fourth layer, like that it comes. And on the top it basically adds up to bring a full object or something. So here, have you ever wondered we can actually print jewelry, even shoes? This is actually not a normal shoe. You all know Adidas, right? So Adidas use 3D printers to manufacture their shoes. So this is one such thing. And I was talking about only PLA, right? Jewelry, we can even use metal as a filament, and we can actually print objects using metal. You see here, these are metal jewelry. Apart from that, we also have different type of plastic and other filament polymer jewelry also, right? You see, this is metal, but this is like more like a rubber polymer which is used. See, it could be jewels, ring, anything. And if you're an innovator and designer, you can basically design your own jewelry, print it, and use it depending upon the material and type you have got. So these are all the real life business applications which are being used in 3D printing. And apart from that, one important thing is, I was talking about, you first need to design, right? So let's say you're trying to make your own ring, right? For that, you might have many designs in mind. So how do you do it? That's where you basically use a computer software. Have you heard of computer aided design, which is there in the slide? Any idea? CAD. I think engineering students know that. You can put it in chat. Engineering students will be, I think, having this as a subject in one of their labs, I guess. It's a CAD designing. Have you heard of it? Girls, come on, put it in chat. Yes, correct. So you basically design and model all the thing, right? So that's how you basically design a 3D model, right? One is using computer aided designing. The other is using 3D scanning, correct? Let's say I'm trying to design a ring. I can design it, right, with my own creativity and imagination. But what if I need to design a human being? It will be very hard, right? I have to make sure that I'm designing it, the eyes, nose, face structure in a proper way. It's going to be so much complicated. That's where 3D scanning comes into picture. Okay. Now, so can you see it here? Right? What happens is, we basically make a person sit, and this is the scanner which they're holding it in hand. So we have learned about 360 in VR, right? Rotating everywhere. So what happens is we make the person sit in between, and we move, take the machine, move around them, and basically scan them. And the software, what happens is it pre-process it and gives us a 3D computer model of a human being. And then we can give it to the printer and get the miniature of the human being printed here, like you see here. You see it here, right? So there is this human being which is printed, and this is how we basically print our own face. So even your face and my face can also be 3D printed. After scanning, you just feed it to the computer, and then it basically put it to the printer, and then it prints it. So that's how it works. It's called 3D scanning. But today, at the end of the session, I'm going to introduce you to a new tool, right? It's an online tool called Tinkercad, wherein you can actually create your own basic shapes and designs. We'll see that in the end. Okay, so have you ever thought 3D printing could be used in dentistry also? I'm just gonna play a video for you so that you all can see how it's being used. Right. Basically, we can use. I'm not sure how many of you have had experience with dental procedures. Right. It's really hard, and it's pretty much hard for you to undergo and take. So here we use 3D printing for creating the frameworks for dental implants. Like or in a traditional way, what they do is they basically keep a powder and mix it with some liquid and put it inside your mouth to get the measurements of your let's say cavity or teeth or something like that. But here with the help of 3D printing, it's much more useful because one being it's going to be very precise even for the very small details also, wherein it might go missed while we are trying to take a mold or something. Again, it's not much time consuming, and it's easy to produce, and we can check and rechange the design as and when required. So I this is like one major thing in the medical field which is used in the dentistry part. And next one, right? So here there is this thing called metal 3D printing. I said the filament might be very different, right from printing the full cars. And from, if you see here, these are the automotive spare parts here. So they not only 3D print the spare parts, but also full cars also are getting 3D printed these days, right? So that's how the technology is so advanced. But then the metal 3D printing is definitely so much costly than the normal 3D printers because it involves metal powder, right? So the metal powder should be melted in a very high degree Celsius, which is going to be you should be very cautious enough while you're running a metal 3D printer. It should be stored in a very very cold environment, so that nothing gets short circuited or something. And then after that it basically prints the spare parts, and you can start using it after post processing, right? So the I mean application goes from beyond unimaginary, not only for automotive and other car. Wherever you use metal spare, you can start using metal 3D printing. And a major application would be 3D printing is also used in education to teach. Basically, if you see here, this is a hand gesture model, right? So if the person here moves the hand, this robotic hand is also going to move. Here the robotic hand is basically 3D printed, correct? So here is one of the professor who is sharing how he uses 3D printing in his school. Right. So, like they say, mechanical, electrical, and even medical students can basically, use it for their educational purpose. Let's say, they are trying to learn about how the combustion engine works. So, we cannot actually go and see the working model of the engine, right? Wherein we can have a 3D printed model, and teacher can basically demonstrate to us on how it works, and we by ourselves can touch it and see the action from one engine to the other engine, and we can learn about the complete cycle. So that's how it's basically being used in the education industry. Somebody says the audio is not clear. Maybe I'll just try to share the links at the later part of the session so that you can listen to that again. Okay. Now, another important aspect on where 3D printing can be used. Have you heard of the term prosthetics? Prosthetics? Any idea? No S? Something called bio. Okay, so in this it says bio 3D printing, right? So what it could be? Any idea? Bio 3D printing. I said we can actually manufacture, many different things, right? But bio, okay. So people say you don't have an idea. I'm going to show a video, okay? And that's going to be really fascinating for all of you. Hope you all can see my screen. Yeah, so you all saw that, right? Here, bio 3D printing is basically printing bio so that we can use it for our own. Prosthetics is basically, let's say, if at all people, I mean, they've lost their hands or legs, they create a additional one and they use it for themselves as like a, it's not like a human hands, but like a additional one. That's what, prosthetics and stuff like that. Here, bio 3D printing, you saw in the picture, right? So, and due to some accident or some unavoidable purpose, the person's face got, the upper lips got a little bit deformed. So they actually 3D printed the face prosthetics for him, and after wearing it, it looks so natural because it's actually created from different types. Let me try to give you an example. Not only prosthetics, even they are trying to 3D print even the organs, right? But that's only in the development stage. It has not been completely developed, but I'll give you an idea on how it works. So they basically take a cell, right, from any of the organs, or let's say, I have a same share, let's say, right, for transplanting, you should share the same blood type and other stuff. Only after checking they will do it. So let's say the other person has the same as mine, and they take a cell, and what they do is they do the cell cultivation in the laboratory. Then after that they create a bio ink from that, and that will be fed into a 3D printer, and that's how the organs and other things which are being used for transplantation will be 3D printed. But I mean, whatever I said, it's actually still in the development stage, and it's not really there like the other applications which I'm showing. But then the one which I showed is only prosthetics. It doesn't involve any organs, wherein the prosthetics is very easy to do it, and it's actually currently being used in the market, and it's very much helpful for the medical purposes, right? So I mean, you cannot really imagine how vast the application of this 3D printing would be. And uh, one, I think one student said it can be used in construction also. And yeah, can you imagine a whole building? Imagine your house or a college which is being 3D printed. Can you even imagine that? Any idea? Come on, put it in chat, girls. Any idea whether your house or your school or your college can be 3D printed? Imagine that. You think it's possible? No. Okay, but it is possible, right? So many countries they use 3D printed right buildings, but we all know Dubai is known for construction, right? So Dubai has the largest 3D printed building. You see the picture here, it's actually completely 3D printed, end to end 3D printed. They did not use all that stuff to construct the building in a usual traditional way. Rather, if you could see the thing, it's completely 3D printed. And this is the office which they use, right? Even that is actually possible, correct? 3D printing the entire building, it's there. And apart from that, during COVID times, we have been using face masks, not masks, shield, right? Many doctors and other people, they have been using face shield. And even for many medical purposes, they have been 3D printing, right? So we were running out of oxygen cylinders in India, remember, during the second wave. And at that time what happened is, we had only one cylinder, and it was we been able to give to only one person. So they just came up with a plan on what if we split the oxygen which is coming out into two ways, so that two people can use at a time, consuming that. So that's where they designed a nozzle, and it was 3D printed, and it was actually distributed across India of from many hospitals, right? So even that was possible. So many applications were really helpful during the COVID times. And finally, food can also be 3D printed. Any idea on that? I'm going to show you some interesting video. Do you think the food which we eat can be 3D printed? Yes, no, no. Okay, we'll see. Hope you all can see my screen. And it's completely edible. Yeah, so like it's being shown in the video, right? The foot printing actually it's used predominantly in the healthcare, and other. I mean, they're also trying to. Astronauts are trying to use it in the space as well, right? So it's actually completely edible and nothing poisonous. It's just that the filament is our edible food which we eat. So that's how powerful, the application which are being used. And I'm just going to play you a final clip, right? right? So that was a pretty much summary of where all 3D printing could be used. So like I said, so any thoughts and idea, you guys have got any questions so far before we move on to the final segment for the day? Right, like I said, we'll just try creating a very simple 3D model of a wound using this website called Tinkercad. So I'm just going to pin this link here in chat. Right, can you all click on the link? I would recommend you all would need a laptop or a desktop to use it, because in mobile phone you would not be able to use and access this platform, which would be hard. So can you all click on the link, and can you log in using your Gmail account which you have? Can you all do that? Girls teachers, can you confirm after clicking on the link? Okay. After clicking on the link, this is Autodesk's Tinkercad. Okay, it's a easy to use platform wherein you can use for 3D modeling the objects or designs which you're going to print. Basically, we will just try to learn about this platform quickly and try creating some basic shapes. Okay, have you all clicked? And you can sign in using your Google account. And this is how the homepage will look like, right? So if at all you have any pop-up which is showing, you can close it. Done. Okay, yeah. I'll give you 2 minutes. Have you all clicked on the link? Yeah, okay. So if you have created logged in using your Gmail account, do you see something called create new design in the home page? Can you please click on this? Do you all see a page like what I'm showing on screen? Okay, great. So this is the platform, right? So here is the thing for Tinkercad, and this is the homepage, like you see. And since Penny said you have used AutoCAD, and somebody would be familiar with engineering drawing as well, right? So it's always think about 3 dimension, right? So you see, I'm just to explain you, I'm just going to drag and drop an object from here and place it, and this is going to be top view, and right, this is going to be front view, and this is going to be right view. And if I rotate, right, I can see here, and the plane, it's a 3D object, right, in all which ways I can see. And if I click on home, it just comes back to the normal part. Okay, now you can just listen to me, and once I say, you can start assembling the objects and do it now. So let's try to make this object so solid. Okay, so I'm just trying to bring in one more solid here. So it's a sorry, here the red one is solid, which means it's completely infilled, right? The filament inside it, it is also filled. whole is something empty in the inside, right? So when we combine these two, right, what happens? I'm just going to add it here, select it, and I'm going to select this. So you see it's cut. So I'm just trying, one is full solid, one is empty. When I merge these two, the empty thing just takes the solid and just cuts the object into a small shape. Now we'll try to do it for other object also. Can you pull in the ball here? But for here, there is no hole, right? For only a square and the cylinder, it's there. So if you see here, there are two options. So I'm going to take two more spear like this, and one I'm going to keep it as solid, and other I'm going to select it as hole. Can you all try? Can you all try? Girls, I want you to confirm in chat, right? So that I know we are in track. Okay, great. Now, what happens is, how do you basically now we need to cut this spear into half. So I'm going to drag it, right? I'm just placing it not like halfway here, correct? Now, I'm just going to select these two, and you see here, which is group. I'm going to group it so that half of the thing is removed. Now, you see, if I move this, you'd be able to see, right? It's like cut into half. The whole spear is basically cut into half. You see, I can actually rotate. Now if I click on this object, you see there is an arrow mark. Either you can rotate or enter the degrees, right? Like this. And here also on the top also you can rotate, like right to left, and crossways also you can rotate. Is it working for all of you? Girls, this is just like a simple thing. I'm just trying to introduce you to the platform, right? The point is, let's say I have an object here. If I click on I'm going to click on home, and I'm going to click on the object here, right? So now you see there are arrow marks. So there is a small cone which is there, right? So if I use that, I can actually lift the object. Now the height from the ground and the thing is like 48, which shows here, right? You'll be able to see. If I see, you see from the ground it is like 48 inches top. Now I'm just going to pull it back here. Now see, now what happens is I'm going to come to home, and if I place it back here, it comes. See, you see the centimeter is getting reduced, and it's zero now from the ground. Now we see it's actually placed on the ground. So that's how it works, correct? And here you see the arrow marks, right? Degrees, I'm just going to change it as maybe like 20-degree so that it's rotated. Either you use the degree, or you can actually pull the object and rotate it. And even the top also, you can select it. You would basically need a computer to do all that. You cannot do it in mobile phone, right? You can drag and move the degrees. You see the angle is getting changed and stuff like that. And here are the red boxes, right? If I pull this, you see the length, height, and the width, it's getting increased. So these are the basic thing which you'll do. You can click on the dots and start dragging everything. One is length, breadth, and height, right? X, Y, and Z axis. And the other is pulling up and down, right? Using this one here, up, down. Either you can move like this, or you can just change the value. Instead of zero, I'm going to keep it, right? It has come down like that. And other is like moving the object like angle wise, like this. These are the three functionality which are there. You don't have to worry if you're unable to do it, because this is like a 3D modeling is like a big thing. It's just that today, since it's a getting started session, I'm just trying to introduce you to the platform, right? You can just know the features. It's okay even if you listen to me, right? And then you can try it later on. Are you all getting my point? Girls, you can put it in chat. Okay, great. Now, yeah, now few of you can see me, like, let me just try constructing a small, like, house like a structure, right? So I'm just going to delete this. Maybe I'll just move here. I'm just going to say, take the same red box, right? And maybe I'll take this triangle. And now I'm just placing it here. Now for house, I just need to place it on the top of this red, right? So what I'll do is, now what's the height, right? It's 20. So this green thing should be 20 centimeters above the ground. So maybe I'll just start pulling. It's 15. So it's just, I'll just make it 20 so that it has come there. Now what I can do is, so I can just drag. Maybe I can increase the height also. Now take it, and I am going to place it on the top of this, correct? Now we can see the front view. Now you see, if I rotate it and see, it has been placed. Now I'll just try to assemble one more box, which is here. I'll just put it in home, right? Maybe this time I'll try to expand this, correct? Either, see, you have to make sure that you are placing it correctly, right? And let's say I'm just trying to place a rooftop here. I'm just going to take this particular thing. Now we have to do two things, okay? So we should make sure that the size of this and this is same. So we'll just check the length of the one now. So it's 30, right? So what I should do, I should also make this length to 30, right? Either I can drag, or I'll just keep it here. I'm just doing this because I can easily, and I should see how much I should pull to the top. I think it was 20 we saw, remember? So I'm just going to drag the height to be 20, correct? Now I'll just place it here on the top and check whether it has been fit properly. It's the top, see? See, are you able to see? This is how we do. Now, here there are only basic shapes, correct? Now, we have many design starters also. Many other designs which are readily available, right? So, I can drag and drop a gift box, right? I can work on it. And we have many shapes, numbers, alphabets, correct? And if you click here, right, we have creatures, characters, hardware, software, right? We have even ice cream cone, which is here. Right? So these are the basic things. And again in the top, one second, I think it's just loading. Yeah. So here, in the main panel, we have, like, undo, redo, delete, right? Duplicate and repeat, copy, paste, and other stuff. And here, let's say, I'm just trying, I've decided, let's consider this to be house for time being now, right? I've just constructed this. But then apart, this is like very simple and it's so kiddish, right? What if we need something which is really a real time 3D model of the house, right? We can basically import from other external websites, and there you can customize it using Tinkercad. That's also possible. And to print also, you can basically export this. You can actually print whatever I've designed. Now this house you can actually 3D print, and after printing you can see it in your hand. So that's the level in which the designing software works basically. So I'm sure many of you would not be able to try, but are you all able to understand how this platform works for today? Can you put a confirmation message? Like, any doubts on how it basically works? Now I'll just show you what happens after we design. Let's say we have designed this house, but after this, the process is 3D printing, right? I'm just going to show you a real-time video on printing this, okay? But this is not the house model; it's a keychain model, right? It's in our course. Can you all see my screen? So first we designed it. After that, we do slicing, and after that we are going to print now. So we'll see the video. Okay.
Okay, everyone. I think Saundarya has hung. Please give us a few minutes to sort out. Okay, I think she is back. Saundarya, I think you froze.
I think I was sharing my screen.
Yes, it's gone off. It's only your face which is showing. I think you got
Okay,
disconnected in
okay,
between.
okay, okay. Girls, you all of you saw it, right? So the keychain was basically designed using the Tinkercad software, and it was that was the demo video which shows how the keychain which was designed was getting printed. Did you all see it? Okay, so the cost of 3D printing will definitely vary, right? So the very basic printer, it starts from 20 to 25,000, and it goes till 1 crore. So it basically varies. So in terms of metal 3D printing and all, metal 3D printers are like literally lakhs and lakhs costly. But again, at the same time, the video which I showed now, which is printing the keychain, right? That's like around 20 to 25,000, and printers are available these days like around 20,000 less cost also, because to be used for the educational purpose and other stuff. Okay, so I think today you guys have got an introduction to what 3D printing is and how it prints. So any doubts or questions you have got so far?
Please put your questions on the chat, everyone. I hope you all liked the session today. Let us know on chat. Okay, very good. So I have a surprise for all of you. Hold on. Before that, we just want to check if anybody has any questions. Thank you. All right. Anybody has any questions related to 3D printing? Now is the time to ask. Please go ahead and let us know. Okay. Okay. All right. So, since I don't think anyone has any questions or doubt, thank you so much. I'm glad that all of you have really enjoyed this session. That was the whole purpose of giving you all an idea about what 3D printing is. Okay, so coming to the surprise part, no? Now that all of you, everybody present today, we have more than 55 people present today, and I understand some of this teachers are also having their school children watching this session through the classroom. We have a very big surprise for all of you, okay? So we are going to give you access, free access to two of our courses. Okay, so the first one is for our 3D course. All right, and we are going to give you an access for our AR VR course as well. So that's the augmented and virtual reality course. For those who attended last week, you will be aware. But for those who haven't attended, we are giving everyone a free access. So I'm going to hand over to Saundarya now. There's a few steps that all of you need to follow to get access immediately. Over to you, Saundarya.
Yes. So I'm just going to share the course link to you here in chat.
You're most welcome, Mahima ma'am. All right. So while Saundarya is sharing the link, I would request everybody to please click on the link. After that, she's going to share a code with all of you. So you need to use the code to register right away. And I would also like to highlight that you can share this code with any of your friends, your classmates, your students beyond who have been registered. But just make sure you do it in the next 24 hours because the code is only valid for 24 hours. Okay, so
Do
this
you
is the
all see?
code.
Yeah.
So this is the code. Everybody please log in. Please click on the link and then you need to enter your details along with your email IDs and use this code to get your free access. Yes, go ahead, Sandhya.
Yeah. Just give me a minute since I've opened up many tabs. Just taking time.
So while Saundarya is opening up the tab, I'll just answer the question for some of the students here. You just need to click on the link and you need to register yourself. So please add in the details it asks. We'll see if Saundarya can do a quick screen sharing and show it to all of you. All you have to do is enter your first name, last name, and your email ID, and then there is a place to put the code. Once you put the code, you can straight away log into the course and access.
So here is where you have to click on the link, right? I shared the link, right? After clicking, you have to enter the details.
Okay, so once you go on this particular link, you will find a place to enter a code. Now, Saundarya is not able to enter because she's already registered in the system. So, once all of you do, you'll see a similar page like this, and it will ask you for a code. Let us know if anybody has been able to access the course. Let us know on chat. And similarly for the AR VR course as well. Saundarya, you could share the link and the code here.
Yeah, okay.
I think you can also share the slide. So for those who didn't get it on the chat, they can see the slide.
Yeah, I'll be sharing it now. I'm just sharing my screen.
So remember, there are two courses we are giving access to, and there are two separate codes. Okay, we are displaying the same for the benefit of everyone. So please make sure you've got the correct link and you're using the correct code. And as I mentioned, this code you can go ahead and share with your friends. So all the girls who are present here, please do share it with all your other friends. And irrespective of whether they have been registered for the session or no, go ahead and share it with your friends. For the teachers present, you can go ahead and share this with all the students in school as well. Please keep in mind it is only valid for one day, so please make sure that you provide this detail quickly to all your friends and contacts and ask them to register today itself. Okay, I'm getting some confirmations. Good. So you all have been able to access. Please do the same for the second course as well. Yes, Gauri, you have to click on enroll now.
Okay, so many of you have been asking. After clicking on the link, I showed you, right? You have to enter the details. After that, if you proceed, you see an option yellow color which says have a coupon. You have to click here, right? And enter the code, click apply to get access. You have to click on the link. After clicking, it just shows the details, right? Your name, password, that and all. It's not, instead of password and all, there is no code. As usual, you have to enter all the details, correct? After that, you have to click next. You'll see a page and it said have coupon. Click on that. The code which we are showing is the coupon code. You have to enter the code here and click apply and continue. You will get registered. Hope you all understood. And since we have come to the end of the session, I would request all of you to fill in this feedback form for today's session. Can you all do that, please, quickly? And I would like to invite participants onto stage. Come onto stage and share your experience and how it was. So you all know how to use Airmate, right? You can raise your hands. I'll invite you onto the stage, and you can start sharing your feedback. Divya, I would like to invite you to stage. Can you come on to stage? I've invited you to stage. You can come on to stage. Oh yeah, I think you have joined in mobile phone. I request all of you to do the survey. Only 23 of you have done. Others, please do it as well. Can I have any teacher who can come onto stage and share the experience about the session? You can raise your hand and come onto stage.
So everyone needs to raise the hand. Only then Saundarya can invite you on stage to speak.
Or you can put your names also here so that I can try inviting. Come on, why are you so silent, all of you? I could see last time many of you spoke.
Okay, so for registering into the two courses, I would suggest for those who have still not completed, you could copy the links of both the courses, which is shared on chat, along with the code. So you can also do it later, but remember it has to be done within 1 day. Okay, and if everybody can please complete the survey, that's very important for us. As you know, we take surveys to improve on our processes. So your responses are very, very important to us. And thirdly, as Saundarya is requesting, please do give us your feedback and testimonials. It really helps us and helps the team who's working very hard to deliver on such courses. So please do respond, everyone. Anybody wants to come in, please raise your hand so Saundarya can call you on stage and you could share your feedback.
Yeah. Uh, you can also type your name in chat so that I can invite you. Please to come on to stage. Since it's since you have attended the session, by appreciating your interest, we are giving access to the course, Chanvi. You can complete it as soon as possible. Yes, you will get certificate. Janvi, you want to come on to stage? I'll invite you to stage. I'm just trying to get your name. Yeah. I've invited you to the stage. Hello, Janvi.
Hello, ma'am. Can you hear me?
We can't see
Yeah.
you, Janvi. You want to
Yes.
come on video?
Yes. Now,
Ah, yes, we can see you. Go
hello,
ahead.
ma'am.
Hi.
Hello.
Hello. Ma'am, I'm very happy to complete my AI course before this, and I'm now very interesting to complete this 3D painting and another course. Ma'am, can we access both the course
Yes.
simultaneously?
Yes, you can.
Okay, ma'am. And there is no that specific time limit to complete that course.
Okay, so this course is complimentary, so you can take time to just finish the course. And of course, you can share it with your other friends as well. Okay,
Yes,
but make
ma'am.
sure it's only for one day. So make sure whichever friends you want to share it with, you do it today. Okay, and make sure that they register.
Yes, ma'am. I will definitely share this link to my friends so they can get benefit from that.
Absolutely, Janvi. And how did you like? How did you like this session? This was mainly created to get you all interested in leading technologies, and I think all of you are going to be impacted by all of this. So, how did you find the session?
Ma'am, I'm from Leela group. So from that, I get that link and the information regarding this session, and so that I registered. And from this session, actually, it is very surprising for me that the 3D painting is widely used in various industries, like also in the food, in building, and in civil department. Actually, I didn't know that much about the 3D painting and its uses. I'm very happy that I get this chance to know how the technology is being developed and how it used. It is very beneficial for us, and how that is done now.
Fantastic, great, Janvi. Thank you for the feedback. And I hope you do go ahead and learn more about this technology. There's so much to learn. Today was just a glimpse, so you get an idea about what it is all about. And Saundarya here has also really worked hard to come up with this particular session as well. So I hope all of you really found it interactive. Thank you so much. Thank you for your feedback. And please share the knowledge with all your friends.
Yes, ma'am. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Janvi.
Thank you so much, Janvi, for sharing your feedback. I'll move you off to the audience now.
Okay, ma'am.
Can we have the next person come on to stage? Can we have Mahima, ma'am? Mahima, ma'am, would you like to join in the session? Sorry, come on to stage. I saw Rashmi, ma'am, another teacher also. Would you want to come? And girls, I want you to be interactive. Last time, many of you were trying to give the testimonials, right? What happened to you now? This time, you're all silent. I think Mahima, ma'am, has joined. Hello, ma'am.
நம்ம பேசின கேட்காதே இதுல
Ma'am, we can hear you.
மேம் ஹலோ
Ma'am, நீங்க பேசுறது கேக்குது.
ஓகே ஓகே மேம் மேம்
Ma'am, camera நீங்க on பண்ணல, ma'am. Oh, I think ma'am has left the stage. Girls, can you put your name so that I can invite you onto stage? We have many people who have joined here, right? Yes, Divya, as soon as you complete the course, you would be able to, get the certificate. You want me to share the course link? I'll put it in chat here for you. This is for 3D printing, and this is for VIR, right? And the code for 3D printing would be 3D100, right? And for VR AR, it's VR 100, right? So that's the code. I'm just checking. Uh, Girls and teachers, I would request you to come on to stage to share your feedback. Yeah, I've shared both the links and both the course coupon code. You people can note it down and make sure that you're doing it within today, because the coupon code will expire tomorrow. Do we have Miss Pallavi joined here today? Poonam, so you want to come on to stage and share your experience? And we can have Anuja. Anuja also. Can you come on to stage? Anuja? Can we have the students come on, girls? I want you to come on to stage and share the experience. I don't want you to be silent. Those who are joined in laptop can actually come on to stage and share their experience, right? Okay, I think Mahima ma'am has joined.
Ma'am, good afternoon, ma'am.
Good
Can you
afternoon,
hear me,
Mahima
ma'am?
ma'am. We can hear you but cannot see you, ma'am.
Okay, ma'am. Ma'am, it's very useful, ma'am. We
Ma'am, can you please come on to
students are.
camera?
One second. Ma'am, I think it's not working, ma'am.
Okay, ma'am. Then please go ahead. We
Okay,
can
ma'am.
see you
Ma'am,
now,
here
but partially.
it's okay, ma'am.
Ma'am, ரொம்ப glare இருக்கு ma'am. So like you can sit in place. Some. Can you switch on the light or sit in front of the light or something? I cannot see you actually. I can only see the board behind you.
Ma'am,
Now I can
is it
see you,
okay,
ma'am.
ma'am?
Yes, ma'am. Hello, ma'am.
Oh, hello, ma'am. Ma'am, really interesting, ma'am. The course is really interesting, and we have more than 30 students here, ma'am, and everyone
Okay.
is attending. So it's a new topic for us. So really a new topic. We don't have any idea before, but now we get so many new ideas. Definitely, we'll do that course, ma'am. I share the link to my students also. Definitely, everyone will do, ma'am. Thank you so much, ma'am.
Thank you so much, ma'am. It's good to know that 30 students of yours are attending the session. And yeah,
You want,
and it's good to know that, your students will be going through the course and completing it.
ma'am,
Thank you
you
so
want
much.
to see them, ma'am?
Yeah,
Ma'am, you want to
yeah,
see
I
them?
can say yes.
Students, come. You want say, hey, hi, children.
Hello,
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 children. Hello, ma'am.
children.
Say
Hi.
hello.
Yes, I can
Solluma.
see all the faces of members. Hello. Hi. It's really good to see all the children. Hello,
Yeah,
hello,
thank you,
hi.
ma'am.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much, ma'am, for bringing in the children.
Everyone is really interesting and they develop interest, ma'am,
Sure,
for this
sure,
course.
definitely. Yes, ma'am. Make sure that the students are going through the course also, ma'am. Thank you so much, ma'am.
Thank you, ma'am.
Thank you, ma'am.
Hello, Mohan. Thank you so much. It was so nice to see your children. Fantastic.
Thank you, ma'am.
Great. I
Thank
hope
you so
they
much, ma'am.
enjoyed learning 3D printing today with us.
Yes, ma'am. It's a new topic for them, ma'am. So they really enjoyed the classes, ma'am.
Fantastic. Great. So remember
Thank
to give
you.
all of them access to the code and they can learn a little bit
Thank you,
more
ma'am.
about the technology.
Okay,
Thank
ma'am.
you.
Thank you for sharing that with us, Makima ma'am. I'll now move you on to Robbie.
Thank you.
Can we have one last person who sharing the uh, testimonial? And girls and teachers, we can see only 43 of you have filled in the survey. Can others also quickly complete it? Okay, Poonam. Yeah, I just saw your message now. It's okay. What happened last time? I could see many girls were, coming on and sharing the feedback, but this time I cannot see anybody sharing the feedback. It's just that you have to raise your hands or put your name here in chat. I'll invite you onto the stage. It's very simple. Anybody else who has joined in a laptop, they can come onto stage and share the experience. Nobody? Girls, come on, it's getting delayed. We are already running out of time. Can you please quickly confirm? Anybody who wants to share the testimonial, come on, can you put your names in chat? Many of you have joined via mobile phone. Whoever has joined in laptop, can you please come on to stage? We don't have time. Can you please quickly put it in chat? Also, make sure to fill in the survey form. I'm using first time Diamond app and I have no idea how to share voice message here. Poonam, yeah, you cannot share the voice message basically. For talking, you'll have to come onto stage and then only you can talk.
Okay, girls. So, last few minutes, anybody would like to give your feedback? As I mentioned, it matters a lot when you all come on stage and give us feedback, and that'll be really nice to hear from all of you. So, come on. Any one of you who would like to come on stage and say a few words? We're only waiting for that now.
Yes, girls, come on. We have been asking it so many times already. Can you please put it in chat? I don't know what's the issue. You can type it in chat so that you can come on to stage. We have asked it so many times. Only 46 of you have filled in the survey form. Can you please quickly fill it off? Girls, teachers.
All right, everyone. So, I don't think anyone has volunteers. Sondre, is anybody else who wants to come in?
No, I cannot see any requests. Many have joined in
Oh,
mobile phones, so
okay. Okay. All right. So I hope everybody has enjoyed this session. Thank you so much. We enjoyed having this session for all of you, and hope to see all of you participate in all our future sessions as well. So thank you, girls, and all the participants today for taking the time out today and joining us. Thank you. Take care and bye bye.
yeah. Thank you so much, all of you who have joined today and during the weekend. Hope you all learned something new about 3D printing today. And yeah, see you later and stay safe till then. Bye bye.